Welcome back, Visuals fam. So today I am very excited. Well, I am, but my wallet here, it isn't, because I just spent pretty much, I can't even believe I'm about to say this, I just spent over $700 on a network storage solution for my office. Yeah, $700. That's enough to build a new mid-range gaming PC or even a full entry-level gaming setup. I don't know why I do this to myself, to be totally honest, but anyway, I have been kind of creeping up on that time where pretty much all of my hard drives are becoming full. You know, if you're a video editor or something like that, I'm sure you share this sentiment. But I was buying more and more external drives, and those things are all becoming full as well. I mean, look guys, 4K video files take up a lot of space, all right? And I just keep on making more and more. So it has come to the time where I needed to step up to the big leagues and get myself a NAS. And what I went out and grabbed was the Synology 2-Bay NAS DiskStation DS220J. It really isn't that expensive compared to the other NAS solutions out there, and it can hold 2 large drives in it, so it was perfect for my needs. But you know, now that I'm gonna have all my data on my network, I'm gonna need some way to protect myself from potential threats trying to access it, right? Well, that's where today's sponsor comes in, IPVanish.
Have you ever been looking around on one of your favorite streaming services ready to binge that one show you want to watch and have been met with this? Yeah, huge letdown. Or maybe you store all sorts of data for yourself or even clients on your own network attached storage device for ease of access anytime, anywhere. Well, wouldn't you want to make sure that that valuable data is protected? IPVanish can help. IPVanish provides a secure environment for everyday internet activity. Once you establish a VPN, hold up, wait, what's a VPN again? Oh yeah, a VPN protects your online connection so that outsiders with access to the same network cannot intercept your activity. VPNs secure your internet traffic and conceal your browsing data from common third parties including cybercriminals, internet service providers, and invasive advertisers. Alright, back to what I was saying. Once you establish a VPN connection, all of your online traffic, web browsing, video streaming, messaging, file sharing, etc. passes through their encrypted tunnel while your identifying IP address is concealed, protecting you and all of your valuable data. With 24/7 customer support through phone, email, and live chat, a team member is always available to help, as well as 40,000 plus IPs on 1,500 VPN servers in 75 plus locations, giving anyone the power to browse the internet anonymously and access a secure network no matter where they're located. And right now, you can join IPVanish for 3 months for the price of only 1 month using my link in the description below, so make sure you go down there and check that out. Surf the web without a trace using IPVanish.
All right, now let's get right into this thing and unbox it. So let's go ahead and open up these little tabs here like we always do and get this box open. So here we go. So now that we got it open, we see the Synology logo right here. Everything is wrapped. Very nice. Let's go ahead and pull this guy out. There's the main unit right there. We will deal with that here in just a second. And then what do we get in the box here? Of course, we get our quick installation guide. We're gonna need that. Let's go ahead and see what we get in the box here. So we have power cord. That's what it looks like. Yep, that's a power cord. And then what do we have here? This is the actual, yep, the power supply that goes to the back of the unit right there. That's what this guy is. So the power cord just connects into the back of this. Those two things go together and we're good to go. So there's our power right there. And then it looks like we have a, what do you call it? Actually, we can read it right here. It is Cat5e cable right here. So there we go. We'll use that to connect to our network. And then it looks like we got a few screws here and some brackets to install our drives. There we go. Just an assortment of screws and brackets to get our drives installed. And that's what we'll be doing next, right after I show you the unit itself. Let's take a look at it. Let's put it right here and open this really cool looking packaging right here. So there we go, right there. Very, very nice. You know, guys, for only 170 bucks, they take really good care of their products. So I'm very, very happy with their packaging. I mean, you don't see stuff like this usually packaged in this, you know, nice stuff right there. But anyway, here's what it looks like. There we go. There's the one side. So has the logo on it, and it is actually like vented on the side, so you can get that, you know, what do you call it, airflow to your drives, which is nice. And then same thing on the other side right there. You can see that's the logo, but it's vented. That way there's airflow. And the front, we got our front I/O right here, our power button. We got our disc 1, disc 2, LAN, and status lights right there. And then of course the DS220J logo. And let's go ahead and turn it on the bottom real quick. Again, more venting for ventilation right there, so it must suck in air right here. And then we got our rubber feet right here. Hopefully these help with vibrations, because I know really, really high capacity drives tend to vibrate quite a bit. So hopefully these help, and it doesn't make it like super, super loud when I'm running the drives. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it over to the back where the most important part is. And I'm gonna go ahead and cover up my serial number here and all that stuff so you guys can't see it, because I don't want you guys trying to steal my data. But anyway, we're gonna show you guys on the back. We got a fan right here for cooling once again. Very important because these drives are gonna be hot, like I said, and we need ample cooling for that. And then on the back here, we got two USB 3.0s, it looks like, our LAN port, and then a Kensington lock. And we also have our power port. Let me give you guys a couple little quick tech specs on this Synology system right here. So this thing can actually hold up to 32 terabytes of storage, and they suggest using two 16 terabyte drives to do that. And again, they say that that varies by model, but in this one specifically, that'll work. It actually has a 4-core, 1.4 gigahertz processor inside of here, and 512 megabytes of DDR4 RAM. So this is actually like a small little like computer that is made just for network storage. So pretty cool. And like I showed you on the back there, it comes with a 1 gig LAN port and two USB 3.0s. And the supported RAID types that you can do with this unit are the Synology Hybrid RAID, Basic, JBOD, RAID 0, and RAID 1. And inside of it, like I said, we're going to be putting two Seagate Iron Wolf 10 terabyte 7200 RPM drives for a total of 20 terabytes of storage, you guys. So now let's get these drives inside the Synology NAS real quick and see how easy it is. All right, so it looks like the first thing we need to do is go ahead and unpackage these drives first. So here you go, guys. Here is the eye candy for you guys and the ear candy. Listen to this. Oh, I love the sound of new computer hardware coming out of anti-static bags. It's so great. There we go. There is one 10 terabyte drive right there. And let's unbox or unpackage, sorry, the second one. There we go. Bang. There we go. We got two 10 terabyte drives right there. That is what $500 in hard drives looks like, you guys. There we go. Okay. So yes, they are correct. All you got to do is right here, push this, and the side comes right off. So there we go. And as you guys can see, on the inside of this, the guts of it, like I said, it looks literally just like the inside of a computer. You can see the PCB where the interfaces for the hard drives are. Get yourselves a nice little cooling fan right there, and all the connections, fan connections, and all that kind of stuff. So it's just a little mini computer for your office to control your storage devices. Let's go ahead and see if we can go ahead and slot these in easily. So it looks like you just put it in there, and I want you guys to know this real quick. The parts where it actually mounts right here, these little black things, these are actually rubber coated. So once again, Synology taking care of that sound problem with these kind of high capacity drives. I really, really appreciate that. So thank you, Synology. And I'm really glad I bought this now that I see that, because I'm always worried about sound because I'm always recording in this studio. So I don't want any more sound than there needs to be. So anyway, let's go ahead and install this thing. Let's throw this guy in there. So it looks like it should just honestly slot right in. Is that it? I think it's in. Honestly, that's pretty much it. That's about as easy as it gets. Let's go ahead and check it real quick. Inspect it. Yep. The connection is. I don't know if you guys probably can't see that. Right in there. Maybe you guys can see it, like right in there. The connection is made. Everything is good. Just take my word for it, guys. I can't really show it to you, but it's in there. So there we go. There is 10 terabytes of storage. Let's go with the second one. All right, and this guy again sits just, I believe it sits on this platform right here, this top part of it. So let's go ahead and plug this guy in. Boom. Yeah, it says we're supposed to secure it with some screws real quick, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll skip to the next part. All right, and now that's really it. Hard drive installation was very easy, so now all we got to do is basically just power it up and connect the LAN port to my network and get this thing configured. All right, so now we have the disk station over here on my desk, and we're ready to basically try to boot it up for the first time. So let's go ahead and see what happens here. So let me go ahead and press the button. We have a light. Everything looks like it's working. All right, so it looks like we have some more lights right here. It looks like disk 1, disk 2, and LAN are all green, and we have status blinking right now. It's blinking yellow. So I'm not sure if that means we need to wait for that to go green, probably. But for right now, we're gonna go ahead and jump online, and we're gonna go ahead and try to set this thing up. So let's get over there and see what we can do on their website. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and use their web assistant right here to go ahead and set this thing up. So hopefully all this works smoothly. But again, like I said, this is my first time trying this, you guys. So we're gonna, see how good we can do with this and how easy this is. So it's a first-hand experience. So it says proceed. Sure. Let's see if it can find it. All right, so there it is, and it looks like it found it right there. Everything's good to go, and it says to set up your DS220J right now. So let's go ahead and click setup and get moving. All right, so install the latest DSM for new features and security fixes. Let's go ahead and do that. So this is basically the operating system that the NAS runs off of. So let's go ahead and get that installed. Install now. So there we go. There's 2 disks. Yep, I understand the data on these disks will be removed. So guys, if you guys end up using disks that have data on them already, make sure you back that stuff up because it will be erased when you do this initial setup. So here we go. These are obviously blank, so I don't care. So there we go. Let's let it do its thing. And we'll pick up once this is done. All right, guys, and here's a cool little, a little sound test for you guys. See if you guys can listen to this right here. It's kind of doing a couple things. See if you guys can even hear it. I mean, it's a little bit audible, but man, like I said, the rubber coatings and everything that they do put inside of this disk station, it's pretty good. So I think when I am done with this setup and I hide it back behind my PC back here, I don't think I'm really gonna ever be able to hear it. So very, very cool. Okay, so it basically just formatted everything, and then it made me, like I said, put in a bunch of different usernames, passwords, set up a Synology account, and do all that jazz. So I skipped all that because obviously I don't want to, reveal all that. But then it gets me to this page right here where it's saying install Synology's recommended packages. These packages will help you get started with DSM effortlessly. You know what? I don't really know what I'm doing here, so I might as well just do it. And they suggested, so I'll do it. I'm not sure if this is a bunch of bloatware or whatever. If it's actually stuff to help me out, but we'll see. So let me go ahead and install this. Okay, so we're just gonna go through this thing's tips, and we're gonna see if we can set it up easily here. Alright guys, so after a few minutes of trying to figure it out and a little bit of Google searching, I kind of figured out that when you first start the initialization of your NAS with this kind of Synology NAS, if you use like all of their auto settings, it basically creates a storage pool that they just by default use. And if you do that, your entire NAS operating system downloads to that storage pool. So it's not going to let you actually remove that storage pool, unfortunately. So I ended up having to redo the whole thing and go in using custom settings. You have that option when you set everything up. I didn't show it, obviously, because I couldn't show all the administrator stuff getting set up. But as you can see right here, I'm actually starting to create a new storage pool, and I removed the old one, and it let me do it because I had those different settings. So keep that in mind when you guys are doing this. And as you can see right here, I was able to actually choose what RAID type I wanted and everything. I ended up going with RAID 0 just because I wanted best performance overall, and I wanted to make sure that I could use all, up to 20 terabytes. It ended up being a little less than that, as it always is, but I wanted to use all of my storage that I bought. That way I can store all of my footage. I did not use RAID 1 simply because I wasn't worried about the footage being lost, because it's not super important like client footage or anything. It's just my footage for my YouTube videos. So that's why I went with RAID 0 and got going with that. And then after I made my choice of what kind of RAID I wanted to use for the drives, I ended up doing this drive check to make sure they were both healthy and ready to go, and nothing inside of either drive was had anything wrong with it. That way it wouldn't create some kind of error or corruption.
down the line. So it does this drive check, and that took quite a while. It actually took like hours. So if you guys do that, just be aware it's going to take quite a while to check both drives, especially if they're as big as mine are. So it did that, and then I ended up having to just let it sit, and we had to come back the next day.
Day 2.
All right, guys, welcome to day 2 of my NAS configuration here. So now that we have a good, healthy storage pool right here with 18 terabytes right there. Of course, I think 2 terabytes has probably been used to create some kind of system files and whatnot. That just always happens with stuff like this, so not worried about that. But we have, again, we are in RAID 0, and we got 18 terabytes of storage. So the next thing we need to do, I believe, is we got to create a volume to actually start storing our files onto. So let's go ahead and click volume and create. So what we're gonna do, choose our own RAID types, blah blah blah. We're gonna do a custom volume, choose existing storage pool. We will do our storage pool RAID 1 right here. Super easy. But we'll go just next. So it's our max that we can store on it right there. Let's go with next right there. Yep, there's our new volume right there. Apply. Okay, and it starts creating the volume right here. So when it's done creating the volume, we'll come back and pick it up and see if we can then start moving some files over and see how fast the transfers are. Okay, so our volume is good, you guys, and it looks like it's doing its file system optimization right now, but it says you can still access it, shut down the system, and you can probably write to it as well. Hopefully, we'll figure that out right now. So what I got right here, I just had to make a new file pretty much, and what I did is just named it my YouTube video archive, because I'm going to start just throwing in some of my old YouTube video footage and seeing if it'll actually copy over and see what kind of transfer rates we get if we're able to monitor it. So here we go. We got a folder right here from one of my external hard drives that I have like a million of back here behind my computer. So I'm going to take all of my 2019 YouTube videos right here that I have saved on there, and we're going to drag it right into the file system and let it copy. Let's see if it works. So what is your action for 2019 YouTube nurse? It's not going to have that same file name, so it doesn't matter. So, okay. Is it writing? Okay, so it's uploading to the server. Let me, let's see if it's actually going to show us the speed real quick. Okay, so after waiting a few minutes, you guys, it looks like it is working. I finally have a timer. It shows the speed and the progress and everything. And it looks like right now it was saying 6 hours, then it was saying 7 hours, then now it's saying 8 hours. And it looks like as far as speed, it looks like what I'm getting at the highest was probably 70, I think it said 74 megabytes a second was the fastest that I saw. So I don't think that's very fast. But again, this is just dropping a bunch of mass footage onto this thing and uploading it here, so it's probably going to take quite a while. I'm doing a full terabyte right now just to see how long it will actually take, and you can actually get an idea for it here. So just 1% of it, it's already done about almost 17-18 gigabytes onto the drive, but again, we're doing a whole terabyte, so it's probably going to take quite a while. This is always just kind of like a computer estimation. And same thing with the speed. It shows in real time. See, it almost hit 80 megabytes a second there, actually. So I'm not sure, again, if that is because it is still doing, where is it at? It's still doing the optimizing file system stuff. And that's the reason why it's not any faster. But either way, basically what you can do with this kind of thing is you can drag one of your big folders over, set it and forget it, and then let it do its thing, over the course of the day, and come back to it, and all your files will be there. So pretty happy with this, you guys. I'm just really glad that I got a new way to store all of my YouTube footage, especially all that 4K footage. It takes up so much space, and I'm glad that I got a new way of doing it. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will be probably updating you guys on this kind of system a little more. If you guys have any questions, make sure you please leave them in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer those if I can. And if you guys really like this video and you want to see more stuff on the NAS file system and whatnot, go ahead and give the video a like and let me know you guys like the videos like these. And then if you guys are not a part of the Visuals fam and you guys want to join the community, make sure you get subscribed and turn those notifications on real quick. That way you guys will never miss out on a new stream or a new upload. And until the next one, you guys, I'll see you later. Bye.